Hello, everyone out there on the dataverse, the interwebs, the streaming services far and wide. Welcome back to our our game for another session of D&D, where my players test my patience and my mental fortitude and gymnastic abilities all the time. I hope you all had a good week since our last session, and we hope you'll enjoy the game today. So, we kind of did a recap off stream, so no really need to recap. I mean, you wouldn't need a recap, audience, if you watched the last stream. Watch it. It's on my YouTube at Carson96. Find it, watch it, love it, like it, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and follow on Twitch when we're doing our games live. Do it now. Much appreciated. So, everyone, you all ready to jump into this session?
Yes.
All right. So, kicking it off. The group has reconvened after a divine intervention, or intervention of divine sorts, with Maru doing pulling the dumb fuckery that he does. We meet with you guys, reconvening with Ryu and Rotpine. By the way, Rotpine's player is sadly gone, so Rotpine, any talking will have to be done by me. So I have to prepare for my perfect Rotpine impersonation. But you guys come back. A couple of you a little bit bruised and hurt a bit, after the encounter you had. As emotions are a bit high for some of you, as things have happened. But you're back together, and the fish, fish is ready if anyone want to eat any. And you guys can plan how you're going to be going forward from your camp here. It's still midday from when you guys made camp.
No, I thought around that time was when it was starting to become evening.
Oh yeah, it's starting. Yeah, sorry, still, becoming. Well, not quite evening, but later afternoon.
Later afternoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
later afternoon. Sorry, that's why I meant not midday, but later afternoon. Um, and as it's summertime, sun's up longer, so plenty of daylight to burn. Well, not plenty, but about I'd say 3 to 4 hours, so you guys can plan and discuss things if you wish.
Lovely weather. Lovely weather we're having.
Sorry, guys, I'm busy being traumatized.
No, yeah. Alright, so we're just at camp, I guess? Or whatever.
Yes.
Actually, I do want to ask something of Maru, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so this is something I thought about it last time, but I should have asked. Okay, I have a very serious question to ask you. If we do find the noble lady, your friend, what do you plan to do? Because she can follow us into the thing, but we can't always keep her safe and things get bad, or we can, at some point, might have to try to establish a base of operation here. Do you have a plan for when we find her and save her?
Well, as I've told some others before. Okay. What do you have? you're echoing, by the way.
Thank you.
As I've said a few times before, I don't really plan ahead too much, but all I know is that I can't keep her there.
Right. It's just a thing that we kind of have to keep a low profile, given the fact that if we talk about the outside, some of the gods get angry. And a noblewoman from a different continent might be, well, raise some eyebrows for certain people, or, someone might try to ransom her for some reason.
She is, and Maru do air quotes, noble woman. And I don't mean in sense of she's not nobility, I mean in sense that she doesn't really act like nobility.
Alright.
She can present herself on a dime very well, but when not needed, she is more of herself.
Okay.
I may be able to help with that if you wish to trust the. How did you put it again? Shady dude?
I don't wish to trust.
Alright. Your call.
I mean, you decided to put it as shady dude and make sure that it was pointed out beforehand, before offering. So, if it's going to be shady help, I will not
That is
accept
what
it.
that is what you always refer to me as.
Alright.
Okay. How did I put this? Words are hard. Okay, so I work with a certain group of people who normally keep an eye out for this type of things. If you want, we can touch it. We can take her into protection.
No, we do talk about this, but at the same time, don't we? Don't we carry around our friend, the young goblin?
Fair point.
All I'm saying is, if we're going to find this, if we need to have a concern for her, for my friend, then we need to have one for her as well.
No, that
And
is
this isn't
why.
to take away from it. This is to
That is
bring
what
this
I.
this is
I
in the
know that
least
is.
respectful manner as possible. But with the way you've described it, I have no way I can actually trust the people you're going to be putting the person I have sworn my life to protect.
There's a reason why I put it light. The reason why I put it as lightly as possible.
Alright.
I
I guess.
simply cannot trust the people you associate.
Alright, we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. We'll just figure it out as we go.
The, though we do have that one friend in Punaka. Clay?
Fisherman?
Yeah.
That's true.
He would be one person who would be somewhat, I wouldn't say immune to this, but understands the dangers around it. And one who is at least proven himself in a way to be somewhat trustworthy.
Well, you do have a fair point. Well, we have time before we even. Well, we still have time before we can rescue your friend, so I guess by the time we get to that, we'll see what she wants to do as well. Because I feel weird if we just make a decision for someone I haven't even met yet.
I feel as if it would be She's very excitable when she sees, well, more of the outlandish type of things, and it's probably what attracted her to Shirinagawa. Very young and childish, but that is myself as well.
Clay just kind of looks at him like, "What?"
I, I am, I am, I am 90 years old. I'm not adult yet.
No, no, it's not that. I don't doubt that you're young in terms of elf years. I just you very reserved at times.
I have yet to see you display any form of emotion since we have met. So the fact that you say you have emotions is rough to understand.
Well, I have displayed frustration and anger, so that is where I'm proving you wrong.
I wish to say that you are wrong, but I cannot without being wrong.
It's a really emotion, more just a state of being for him.
Oh goodness. Alright. We have the plan. Let's hopefully we can rescue your friend safe and sound. And figure out what in the world is going on in that city, kingdom, forest.
Duh.
So we stick to the plan of action that we have.
Follow river and keep going to center of area.
Mm-hmm.
And also
Sounds like
tie
fun.
also the traveling group that we're gonna take.
We're still gonna tie ourselves together just to make sure. Like Maru said, Grandpa's gonna be in the middle. That way he can be our anchor point.
No, no.
At least until you butts cut and run.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure someone will.
I want to say that nothing could top me having to stab Loth in the face for you guys, but I don't want to be proven wrong.
Wait. Oh, there goes the internet.
Okay.
Quick, mess with this character, go.
All of a sudden, Maru is whisked off, carried off by a rock.
I throw a dagger at the rock.
The rock drops him from 50 feet up.
I'm pulling out an antimatter rifle and shooting the rock.
Oh my god.
The rock yelps and flies away. With your brother,
Goodbye, rock.
with your brother face down in the dirt.
Oh dear.
I'll
Honestly,
go on the night dance.
I don't think there's much for us to do or talk about. We already made a plan of action the day before. We just need to make sure we don't get stabbed in the middle of the night, so we can do it tomorrow.
Duh. Well, that is the case. I'm going to continue being a brother and go comfort my brother. And Maru will get up and go sit by Darvo.
And I'm just sat next to a tree as on the floor, trying to play a bit of the viola I bought not too long ago, the voice vibration.
Wait, sorry, what was that? What were we doing? Sorry, my mic kind of cut out.
Playing the sweet, sweet viola I bought with the voice vibration. Set my ass, just back to a tree,
Okay.
looking dramatic as fuck. Oh, a bottle next to me.
All right.
I will take swig.
Yet to be open, my boy.
Yeah,
Sure.
I didn't ask if it was. I'm gonna take a swig.
That means he's cracking that thing open and taking a drink. Chug a lug.
Hello,
Cool.
Albert. First as usual.
Да.
Pass the bottle, will you?
No, pass the bottle.
1 swig, 2 swig, 3 swig. Yeah. Yeah. Alcohol tasted better back home.
Da, I agree with that. Over here, it tastes like just rice.
Tastes like burn. Don't have much taste actually. Can't tell what it's made out of.
Da, but I'm not bartender. I don't know how to make cocktails and such.
Ah, neither am I. Just drink.
Where
Yeah.
where'd you get that ball again?
I bought 5 bottles. I smashed 2 of them when I was running back. I drank 1 fully last night, so I got 2 left.
Were they sake bottles or?
Strong liquor.
Okay.
Not good, but strong liquor.
All right. Do you remember where you got them from?
From the general store of Minayama.
Minayama. All right. For them, a kind of a common one then in that region, or in this region you guys are in, it would be kind of a sweetened, uh, like pickled plum wine. Kind of very cheap, but very easy to make for them. So it's got a kind of like a sweet plum taste to it.
Can't think of the name of the alcohol. I mean, it's like Rocky, the Albanian stuff. Very good. Can assume it's Rocky.
Just kind of letting you know, depending if your character has a love or distaste of plums.
It's sweet. I like, but holy fuck, it's strong.
Play. Play is dead.
Oh no, Clay! Don't die.
Clay's not dead. What happened?
Ring called out his name.
Mm-hmm.
Clay, you have the ability to sense stuff, right?
Yes, I can sense undead, celestials, and fiends.
Did you ever use that when I was in the area?
I have tried it multiple times. The only thing that ever popped up was a sword, and I kind of figured out now why that was a thing.
Yeah, right. So only you and nothing but me, right?
I can try it on you if you want.
Please do. Well, that's something that I'm thinking about.
Okay. Karst, I am going to use Divine Sense
Okay.
to see if I pick up anything from our good friend here.
Okay. So as you kind of close your eyes and cast channel your ability to sense other worldly things or unnatural things,
Mm-hmm.
as you go open your eyes, you see a faint kind of purplish outline of energy just kind of radiating around Rin,
Okay.
and you're getting a strange feeling from it. It feels sort of celestial, but different.
Huh. Okay. Hmm. Well, good news is it's not. Good news is whatever it is you have on you, it's not fiendish or evil in origins. It looks celestial, but it's different.
You say Celestial Run laughs for a bit. Good joke. Good joke.
Yeah, but it's different. It's how do I explain? It gives off an aura of a higher being, but it's not exactly an angel or a god or anything like that. Just if it was, I'd be hearing the chimes of bells right now. I don't.
Are you sure?
I yes, I would not lie to you.
Isn't there like a chance the thing could misread? You
I
know.
I'm pretty sure I would know if it's something bad because I would probably be trying to get away from you. Because if I sense undead or fiends, it smells like death, and that's not something I want to smell right now.
I could probably swear that both my parents are mortal.
Well, well, maybe. Okay, I don't really know how this works, but maybe somewhere down the line, your family made a deal with something or something. I don't know.
If they made a deal, I heavily doubt they would have made one with a celestial. Okay, that just okay. And
Yeah,
low thing, low. Okay, you weren't there because I kind of skilled you to go back to the room. Yeah, no, Lowell said, Lowell didn't. Lowell asked, "What am I?"
hmm right.
It, so this is why I'm asking you to check out if I am something else. Okay, I am. I have concerns now.
Well, just think of it this way: you're still you, and you have these interesting powers, sure, but it's nothing bad that I can tell. And you're not in constant pain, are you?
No, I don't think so.
See, then it's fine. Because as long as you don't feel like you're in pain or constantly scared, I think this is a good thing. But it's up to you to figure out what you want to do with this, I guess. Just know that, yes, it seems a higher power. If the whole term of like celestial kind of throws you off or feels you uncomfortable, just think of it as a higher being.
I see. All right.
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna take a while to wrap my head around it.
Right. We're having a lot of weird existential crises around here.
And I think you know what they say, existential crises attract each other.
I'm seeing a lot of that lately. And he looks to the direction the brothers are.
Yeah, they're having some Ryu's. I think Ryu's next on the list. Rotpine is too Rotpine.
Yes, Rock Pine's too Rock Pine.
I don't think you will have one. I think you're more of the therapist of the group.
It kind of seems like it, yeah.
I would offer to take. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Ren, don't worry. Although Maru's kind of Maru right now, you have me in your corner, and if you ever want to talk to somebody or figure this out, I'm more than happy to help you.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, but you're sure though, right? This is the last time I'm gonna ask you, but you're sure.
I'm 100% sure. If you want, I'll keep from time to time checking up, and if there's any changes, I'll let you know, okay?
Yeah, sure. Let's call that
But,
a deal.
but yeah.
So how much is this hourly session gonna cost me?
It's not gonna cost you anything. You're fine.
All right. Well, it's actually, will still stab me in that hurt.
You're fine. You're fine. I healed the wound.
Yeah, but what's gonna heal the trauma?
It's probably talking about it or time. Probably both, really.
Uh, this is gonna be an interesting couple of days.
I asked for an adventure, and I'm getting one for sure.
You asked for an event. Why would you ask for an adventure? Why not ask for money?
It's just I grew up reading stories and hearing tales about the heroes from my country, and I want to kind of be like them. So yeah, that's just my reason for being at the moment.
Well, you're probably gonna get to do that. Probably because the world is ending or something.
Yeah, but one step at a time. Oh, Jesus.
You want one of the fishes?
Sure.
I will hand you a fish on a stick.
Yay, fish on a stick. Everyone's favorite campfire meal.
It's been finely cooked. It's quite
Yay.
tasty.
My dear brother. I'm thinking the more time that passes, that maybe I should try to get back in puppetry. I did
Pop a
that for a
tree.
little puppetry.
Is that your code name for Rotmine?
No, no. It is what I used to do for a tiny bit.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I ever really told you about this period of my life.
Um, Probably not. We haven't actually discussed what happened between those, 60 or 70 odd years.
Eh,
I haven't really
Lots of
discussed on
stuff.
my end, but I think you kind of are able to put piece and puzzle together.
Well, I kind of look up to you. Yeah, I guess so. I can imagine. Well, for a small period, at one point, I was kind of interested in making little marionettes. You know, move them around with your fingers.
Oh, the marionettes. Oh.
Ah,
It's I'm trying to think of word right now.
trying to say it's creepy. Gotten one more comment. Won't surprise me.
Marionetka, that what was word. Sorry.
Woo! Ah. Hmm. Well,
And I don't fear many things. Marionetka, was, terrifying.
nah. It's not that bad, is it?
They're decently bad.
Well, the people here will enjoy them a bit more. You know what? Why, if you take a watch with Rin or Ryu, ask them from me what they think about puppetry, if they ever heard or even seen marionettes.
I'll do what with Rio.
Yeah, sounds good then. I'm gonna take a swig and pass the bottle. Eh, Fish ready yet, you think?
Most likely. The question is, do we really want to get up at this point?
If I don't, I'm gonna fall asleep here, so
I'll help you up.
thank you. It's my wait,
Okay. You guys
just
get
gonna
up.
get
You guys get up and go get some fish.
Fish on a stick or fish on a plate.
There's no plates, so they're all on sticks.
I have a mess kit, so I have plates.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Now I'm gonna consume fish on a stick using dagger.
What about you? What about you? He gestures towards the G1. Uh, Stick or plate?
Gonna nudge Maru. I think he's talking to you.
Oh, okay, that. Okay. Take stick.
Gundam stick.
Okay. So, you guys all sit down for a much needed meal, which is pretty decent. You know, it's not any 5-star cuisine, but it's definitely filling. Thanks to Ryu and uh, Darvo fishing up your guys' food. Rob Pine will also create some good berries and offer a berry to each of you for later, so you guys can have something that will fill you up quickly. All right.
I will eat breakfast if it lasts that long.
They last 24 hours after they're created. So,
Is this how Rodpine explains it, or is this how you're explaining it?
uh, Rob Pine will explain. I just don't want to do his voice. Cause I mean,
I will make you do it.
yeah, because if you ask him how long they last, he will tell you.
Alright.
All right. So, for this, you guys relax, have some conversations until night comes, where you guys must take your watches. So, I see Wuji for Rin calls dibs on the second watch. So,
Then I'll just take the last two.
I'll take the utility on the first two.
okay. Clay, Ryu, would either of you like to take a watch?
Sure, I'll
Sure.
take one of the last ones.
Take the first two.
All right. So,
Elves.
I know, right? Fucking hell, imagine needing to take multiple. We don't even need to do anything technically, we can just sleep.
yeah, just,
Hey,
let
at least-
just let the elves do stuff.
Do that, and one day you'll be getting pranked.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, I'll be honest.
I don't think it would with Ryu around, but who knows? All right, so we got um, first watch. We have Darvo and Ryu. Someone want to write this down for me. Second watch, we got Rin. Third watch is Maru. I'll have Rapine watch with you, Maru.
Last one is also gonna be.
And last one's Maru as well.
and
And Clay and Maru and Clay for the last one. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm yawning too. Oh.
No, it's contagious.
Ah.
Here we go.
Contagious.
Thank you very much. I forgot. Well, I guess second watch would also be Ryu as well. uh, if Ryu wanted to take second watch as well.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll have 3 guys on second watch. Trances, man.
Do I even need to be
Hey,
here?
hey,
I mean,
at least we need some sleep.
yeah. Hey, trances, man. You broken. All right. So first watch, we have Darvo and Ryu together. So I will need you guys to roll me perception checks.
Will do.
Alright, perception, perception.
Boom.
Okay.
Explosion.
Just want to
17,
say, at this
17.
point, Clay and Rin are just optional reinforcements on watches.
Right? We really are.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. We're not Warforged, okay? We do need some rest.
Yeah, but you guys are just like, oh yeah, all I need is 4 hours. I'm good. The rest, I'll just like sit down,
Well,
just read a book or something. I don't know.
Sleepyhead.
last long rest, I took the full day off. All shifts. I slept.
Very true. Well, trans did.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, for the first watch, casual, not too fast, drinking from a bottle.
Damn.
All right. So a 14 and a 17. All right. Although you don't see anything, some of your attention isn't really focused so much on watching right now, as probably your mind is still racing from, racing a little bit from the events that happened earlier today. You kind of can see a bit of a kind of pensive appearance in Darvo's body language. And as for your surroundings, everything seems clear for right now.
Well, if it's safe, Ryu's gonna polish his wooden sword and try cleaning his metallic one.
Okay. Alright. So, as you guys go about your first watch, Darvo, as you just kind of sit there, just kind of staring into the campfire, taking occasional glances around. Your ears kind of twitching a bit when you hear something small just kind of rustling through the tall grass. You see like little field mice just kind of running by every now and then. But your ears kind of begin to pick up something when Ryu takes out his metal sword. As he unsheathes it, you hear this kind of slight vibrating sound, kind of like a almost like a tuning fork was hit.
It's like I just like try to figure out where that's coming from.
Okay. With your 14, yeah, you have a little bit of a hard time pinpointing it, but you kind of turn your head from side to side to kind of listen, covering one of your ears. You realize it's coming from the direction of Ryu.
Whistle.
Ryu.
Insert whistle again.
Oh. Ryu will look around. He sees Darvo. Oh. And he waves. Smiles as well.
I'm gonna just like come over.
Ah. The Ryu will go over. Hey. Nothing wrong?
Vibrating any different? Question mark, Mr. DM.
The sound, that kind of like tuning fork sound, is a lot stronger as you're closer to him.
It's like painful,
Oh.
or is it just?
No, it's just kind of like a slight hum in the air. It's very hard, very faint and hard to pick up. The only reason you are able to kind of hear it with your 14 is because you've played music so much. You've played with studied and played like professionally and
Hey,
learned from you know master players and who've taught you with tuning forks. So you kind of recognize that sound a bit. Though
Yeah.
this does sound a bit different from that. So
Ryu,
Yes.
blade, bring it closer to my ear.
You what? You sure?
Yes.
Okay. He brings it close to his ear.
all right, as it's brought
And
closer to you, you hear this kind of sound coming from it.
sorry.
Betrayal.
Huh. It's almost like it's humming.
The blade? He- Ryu will try to listen closely to his blade.
Yeah.
Start telling you this. Bottle in hand. Looking kind of lightly tipsy.
All right. Roll me a perception check. Ryu.
Will do.
16. All right. As you kind of focus in, yeah, you hear it. You think you've heard this before from your sword when you've cleaned it. Doesn't seem like it's
Oh.
out of the ordinary.
Oh, I think it means that it's clean and in mint condition. Right, Jarvo?
Ah.
Ryu will hit the sword with his finger.
All right. As you do, the sound gets a bit louder.
Ah, that sounds good to me. Well, I'll go back to cleaning it.
Sure.
Um,
Sure.
lay down on the. Yeah,
Are you staying for the next watch?
yeah. Yes.
Rian said you was coming as well, right?
Okay.
For the second, I think, was that the... No, first is with Maru. Ah, well, we'll see.
All right. If you need anything, just holler at me.
Will do.
Ryu will go back to cleaning his sword.
Okay. All right. Go back to clean it, and you finish up your routine of cleaning your weapons. And the first watch comes to end, with second watch starting now. Is
Right.
who's waking up, Rin?
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Walk over just like a few soft little, not kicks really, but just like walk on my foot, like wakey wakey.
Runa's in a tent because he bought a tent and he intends to use it.
I'm opening the flame and I'm gonna just tap you down.
5 more minutes.
I'm gonna splash a bit of alcohol on them.
You have a 5-second head start.
Come on, wake up already. Meet by the campfire. For I shall explain to you foreign concept. Gonna close the
Yeah,
flap.
I might actually end up getting divine smite today. All right, explain away.
Alright.
I'm gonna close the flap and just wait at the campfire. Once again, whistle. Mom and Ryu's come over.
Okay.
And he goes to wherever he's called.
Alright, so
Rin puts on a shirt, then grabs his bow and quiver and leaves the tent.
wiping your face off. Oh, okay. Alright, so you guys join around the campfire.
So, I was wondering, you two, considering from these lands, do you know about puppetry, marionette?
Um,
What is that?
what is this? Do I know of the weird fancy words he speaks of?
You, you don't know, but you like his funny words because he's a magic man.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Well, you see, Darvo, I do in fact like the magic words you are speaking right now. What is that?
Take a couple of swigs.
Roll me a Constitution save.
Darvo, you should stop drinking.
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay. You're buzzed, but you're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
So, picture this. Hmm. Imagine if you, as a marionette, were a very small version of yourself, made out of, you know, cloth, perhaps a bit of carved wood, right? And you use string to make your limb move.
So, a moving puppet? Oh,
Kind of.
Cars, what is the closest equivalent of that exists within this continent?
Um. The
Out of character, I know I'm saying because you're spelling this after Japanese. I know there's something
yeah.
called Monroku, which is Japanese. Do those exist here?
Yes. Yeah, they do. Also, uh, there's shadow puppets as well.
Yeah, that is what that is. We have shadow puppets.
Hmm.
They were really really popular back from where I'm from. There were a
Ah,
lot of yeah, they were made into public performances and street performances. Uh, those do exist, but not in the form that you speak of.
well, I'll surely have to get more information on them then. Take a swig.
I will give you more information about them if you stop drinking because you're going to pass out on the floor again and nobody's going to move you.
yeah,
I
you don't want
don't
to sleep
think
on
I
dirt, do
will.
you?
Listen, slept in the dirt once. I could do it again. Hey.
Okay,
So,
as you like, Darvo.
guys ready to go to the forest tomorrow?
Well, I'm actually nervous. Just heard bad
Ah,
news about that place.
in what shape?
Stabbed your old gun in the face. I believe that answers my question or your question. Oh yeah, Rio
Um,
didn't tell you. Yeah. So, what's it called? Marvel put on a holy symbol of. First of all, can I tell the story, or do you want to tell the story? Drunk, Marvel.
I think you should do it, Ren. Um, Darv was a bit, drunk.
Alright. Marva put on a necklace of love. He was and caused him to go visit her. I found
What's
his
a
body.
lull?
It's kind of one of their homelands. Gods, not a fun one.
Okay.
Uh, and went to visit her. Uh, he kind of had me and Clay had to go and save him. What basically resulted in me stabbing her in the face with my daggers and Clay shattering a holy symbol.
So you're telling me you fought a god in your
Yes.
dreams,
I kind of
No.
see double expression getting
and
more annoyed by the second you're speaking.
and you aren't shocked that you fought a god?
I got over anything when I learned that you guys aren't from around here. Or sorry, they aren't from around here.
Ryu will scratch his beard. I guess you do have a point. Oh, as long as you guys are in one piece, that's what matters.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, hmm? Go ahead,
Go
Luigi.
ahead. Oh, you go ahead.
Um, I've been thinking about what you said, Darvo, about my blade, and I remembered I did something, well, a few days ago. I'm gonna try this. If you guys will excuse me for a minute, and we will try to go to a spot, like an empty area,
Hmm.
and
Ren is, sorry to interrupt. Ren is preparing spectral daggers in case he needs to stab his way towards them.
Picturing me. You're having dead eyes looking at you.
wait, Ryu's gonna look at an empty field, where no one can get hurt,
Hmm. Well, there's
and
plenty
he's
here.
hear me out. He's gonna take his sword out. Again, tap with his finger with his nails, and he is going to use Empai.
All right.
Yeah.
As you kind of focus like your mind and your body, and just kind of honing in on this one spot you want to swing your sword at. As you slash it forward, you hear that humming sound getting louder, and as it reaches like its highest pitch, you just watch as a bunch of the tall grass before you just gets cut down, like cut in half before you.
Wow. Barishan. It's amazing.
As
Alright.
as the slash comes to its end, that loud humming dies back down.
Huh. Ryu will just like look at his sword now and just like, damn. I guess more secrets lie within this. Yeah, he'll go back and stay with the others.
He gets to do that. I am not even human technically, and all I can do is 7 daggers.
Hmm. Well, then be careful not to summon my wrath.
What are you gonna do?
Hmm. I don't know just yet.
Hey,
I
Let me
don't.
know when you figure it out. I'm gonna fucking patrol for a bit.
Uh, Darvo.
Ren is
TM.
Drunk Darvo. Roll intimidation with disadvantage.
Intimidation with disadvantage.
Yes.
I'll take it.
9.
Bruh.
Not very intimidating.
I'm gonna. Ren is gonna grab his cloak and the one physical weapon he has, which is his short bow and arrows, and he's gonna roll around the camp.
Okay.
I'm gonna make bombs. Oh, I have 2 oil flasks on me, and like a wise man called Coriolis once said, I'm gonna make fire bombs.
Oh no. Do you
Holy shit.
do you know how or have the tools to?
Now you see, I have an oil flask. I have a bit of rope at my disposition.
Okay. Huh. Um. Okay. This is a bit of a know-how to do. So, and since you're drunk right now, roll me an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Wow.
I still know how to make fire bombs.
Holy shit! Oh
Or
my
he can
god.
only make- Percy can only make improvised explosives when he's drunk. It's his process.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So, yeah, put these together. Not 100% sure they'll work, but you think they will. They don't look too shoddily crafted, so but they do look a little bit, homemade. All right.
I'll burn this race to the ground if I have to.
Um, Kirsta, when does our shift finish? Second shift.
We'll be soon.
Okay, so when it finishes, I'm pretty sure Darvo's gonna be unconscious, sleeping on dirt. I'll just go grab him and put him in his tent.
Just gonna be grumpily dragging myself to my bedroll. Bottle still in hand,
Okay.
still staring down at that Rin.
Here is stealth, because I'm walking around camp hidden,
Mhm.
patrolling. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is my perception.
Nice.
Okay.
On one hand, I am not stealthy. On the other hand, I'll probably see the thing that's trying to kill me.
Alright,
I don't think you'd have to.
perception.
I don't think you'd have to roll to see him, Darvo.
Yikes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna expend a psionic die and roll a die so I can up my stealth check.
Okay.
Did I hear psionics?
Yes.
Dude.
Was
Look
she?
at his. Look at him flexing.
Fucking cringe.
Oh my days.
Double digit. You know what, guys? It's a double digit. I made it.
The ultimate counter spell.
All right.
You're cringe.
So as you guys
You cannot-
take your second watch right now. Darvo, you're just a lot drunker now, and you're not really able to keep focus. Ryu, a little bit too focused on making sure Darvo's gonna be okay. And Venice, you're kind of trying to be super sneaky around the camp. You kind of notice something off in the distance a bit. Just out in the tall grass. You see what looks something to be bluish. Almost like just like little floating blue fires. But
Are they coming towards us?
No, they're just kind of like just kind of bouncing a little bit in the air and moving along.
I'll uh I'll watch them, but if they start getting closer, I'm gonna start waking people up.
Okay, kind of keep a sharp eye on until they just eventually pass out of the range of your vision and disappear from sight.
Gonna look back at camp. Is the camp on fire?
No, camp's okay.
Good, I've done my job.
Though,
Uh,
as you're kind of looking towards the camp, seeing Rio just kind of helping Darvo, you do kind of hear a faint whisper come from behind you. Can't make out the voice or understand what it says, but you just hear it right, like just like in your left ear.
I'm gonna swing wide with my bow.
All right, you do, and it disappear, and there's nothing there. It just like flies through, like nothing connects, and he's just kind of standing there. You don't see anything.
I'm gonna take three steps back closer to camp and gonna keep on watching.
Okay, as you do, you kind of see coming into view from above you is one of those little blue firelights.
All right.
As it just kind of floats down in front of your face, you can just feel the slight warmth coming from it, and it just kind of spins slightly in the air, almost kind of like as if it's like being buoyant in water. Kind of look like you see inside like these two brighter spots that almost look like eyes.
Uh, would Red know what these are?
Roll me a history check. With disadvantage on this one.
Alright.
Ah,
I have a natural 20 on the side. Up psionic wise.
yeah. Yeah, no, you don't.
And
It's,
wouldn't change anything with it.
nah, yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, you don't know. Uh, it just seems to kind of be looking at you and just kind of floating around. You just kind of see it like tilts from left to right before it just turns and just kind of floats off and just disappears.
Any of the other two watchmen near me?
In
The,
the campfire, most of the time, just staring daggers at your ass.
What's what's wrong, Ren?
Double once that ace.
Uh, are you familiar with a creature that's would you describe them as a fire-looking type things? As like
Mhm.
a flame?
Mhm.
Have you ever seen a flying fire before?
Hmm. Did I ever, Karst?
Uh, roll me a history check.
The only thing I'm dumb at. Uh,
I know what it is. It's a will-o'-the-wisp.
no.
All,
Out of
Oh
character, I know what that is, and I should be dead by now.
all right, a 12. Ryu, you kind of get a small twinge of pain in your head as something suddenly comes back into your mind feels like a memory. You remember hearing someone talking about these. You remember a book, a picture book, and a kid's voice as you guys are reading it. It talks about the uh, the spirits, how some of them, it's for some people, it's said that their souls become small little firelights, blue flames that just kind of wander around the land. Some also believe them to be just lesser natural spirits, like lesser elementals that just kind of wander and provide warmth or seek warmth. They're told to be curious spirits, nothing harmful.
Hmm. Ray will hold his head and close his eyes because of the headache. Uh, yeah, I actually do. Um, they are these little spirits. They only they're only here to be kind and provide warmth for travelers.
Are you sure? Because you look like you hurt yourself trying to think about it, and I don't think that is normal.
It's fine. Where's the spirit?
It was here, and it went that way. There was like three more in the field that kept going that way.
There,
Hmm.
to note, they were heading
Uh,
in the direction of the forest.
They were heading in the direction of the forest, which is where I'm
Oh.
supposed to go.
Uh, I would have followed them, but the forest isn't safe. Or we'll go there tomorrow anyways. Just
Well,
don't hurt them, okay?
Unless
back in my country, oh, those things, will o' the wisps, you called them, mislead travelers. And right now you said they're headed to the forest? That's no wonder.
Curse, do I remember the name of these spirits, or do they have a specific name, or
Um, Kind of depends on where you are, but the most kind of common denotion for them are just soul fire spirits.
well, they're called soulfire spirits, or at least this type is. I'm
Well,
gonna go lay down. My head hurts. Feels like it's tearing itself apart.
sure. Let me give you a hand here.
really both of you go lay down. If you guys just drunk, the other one looks like he hurt himself. I'll keep watch.
I'm gonna go help. I'm gonna just crew in bed.
Can I get a good night story?
I'm gonna
I,
splash the bottle over his head.
Oh no, Rayanne. Can you catch these hands?
no,
No.
don't do it.
All
Did
of
you
a
catch a
sudden,
bottle?
we hear grunting as out of nowhere. Fucking Marbu just RKOs him into the fucking nurse.
Holy shit.
Why are the brothers so violent?
Suplex!
Just trying to
Well,
make a
Good
joke.
question.
rest well,
Suplex!
friend. Rest well.
All right. You both go lie down. Don't worry about a thing.
Fuck off.
You two just actually go lie down though.
Go lying down when I want to.
Roll me a con save. With disadvantage.
He's what he wants is
Ima-
about to be right now.
Oh, I guess drop dead.
Darvo, as you say that, he's like, I'll go if I want to. And he's like, face plant into the ground.
Okay, okay. Even though I'm in pain, I'm fucking carrying him and putting him in bed instead of myself.
You know, Rin will do that. You go rest. Rin is gonna put him up, the drunk guy in his bed.
All
You
right.
sure? But your watch.
Yeah, I can multitask. It's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, Rin is gonna go put fucking Dartwell in bed, and then he's gonna go back on watch.
Okay. You do so. And you finish the rest of your watch with uneventful things happening. You see your natural wildlife going about. It's very nice, very peaceful, very serene.
Uh, I'll go unmeditate the elf, and I'll go wake up the dragonborn.
Okay, yeah. Will actually be Rot Pine and Darvo or Maru next, but since Rot Pine's not here, we'll just kind of skip the third watch and go with the fourth one.
When I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna tell it. Your brother got drunk and face planted on the floor again. I took care of him. He's a vet.
Sure.
Also, there's little floating fire thingies. According to Ryu, they shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Maru, you and Rapine have your third watch. And then we'll go to the fourth one. Where Rapine
I'll roll
will.
my
Yeah, go ahead and roll your.
perception for that.
Oh, jeez. Alright. And then Rapine will wake up Clay for the fourth watch.
Okay.
So, if you guys would like to roll perception for that one.
Sure.
Sure thing. Yep, just as great.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Man, Clay just flexed it on him. Man.
I wish I could flex with my perception again. That was fun. One day, Cars.
Serena.
One day.
Oh, yes, Serena. Being able to see sounds and taste color and oh goodness. Alright.
It's great.
Alright, so you guys have your watch
Hmm.
and it's pretty uneventful. Pretty very nice, calm. You hear just the slight sounds of like crickets and just kind of very softly kind of chirping in the grass. If there's anything you guys would like to discuss during your watch, you can. Because I will shut up now.
Privyet, Clay.
Yes.
I have general question.
Shoot.
This may seem out of blue, but how do you deal with stress?
Huh. Yes, I guess it really depends. Sometimes I just channel that into sometimes I just channel that into exercise, or sometimes I That's a good question. Usually, when I'm stressed out, I always just try to. Usually, I try to distract myself by maintaining my equipment or trying to do something else. Sometimes I mostly just. Sometimes I just try to take care of my equipment, like I said, or sometimes I try to just go for a walk to try to clear my head and stuff like that. It's okay. This is not helpful. What's wrong? Oh dear.
I try those things a lot, but never really work.
Makes sense.
And I think last thing we need is for someone to, well, break down sudden.
Huh. This is because of all the crazy things that are going on with your brother.
Yet it's yes, best way to put it, 80 years in building up.
All right. Well, I can help you with probably a build up for like a month, maybe less, but not 80 years. I haven't lived that long.
Yeah, 80 years, Elven years is like 4 years, 3? I don't know.
Yeah, I will never understand that concept. But my advice, I guess, is to try to find a way to channel that stress or try an outlet. Find an outlet to try to help you relieve such stress. Like, what are you interested in doing? Do you like music, art, things like that?
Gonna say that he just kind of like looks down and just like, what am I interested in?
Oh no! For existential crisis and questions.
Existential crisis activate.
Right.
Form of what am I? Who am I?
Hell, it could even be as simple as, liking to fight others, but maybe like in a professional sense, a fighting ring or something like that. A way to
Yeah,
channel out your anger.
for me, that is different type of professional sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure you know I'm the personal protector of
Right.
nobility,
Right.
but being that I was the closest guard to her, I was less of fighter and more of there. I don't know how to explain this.
A friend, a knight, something like that.
Friend would be best way to put it.
Alright.
Um, she was person at end of day you could talk to get frustration out.
Confidant, kind of.
Da, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
She's nothing like her family before, which I had to do same protection type, but she is strange for her.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's hard to explain, and I try not to burden my brother with this stuff.
Well, if you want, you can talk to me about it. We're friends after all. At least I like to think of us as friends.
Oh, da, we are friends.
Alright. Like Ren said, I think I'm the most stable one here so far. Everyone either has some kind of weird thing going on or getting drunk at the moment. Or rot pine, just grandpa being grandpa.
Da, I can see that. You remind me of someone, though. Someone I've met a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, when the calamity in home happened,
Hmm.
the ones who were the heroes, they were honored guests at the house. You remind me of some of them.
Thank you. That actually means a lot to me.
It was few tiefling, a human, an Azamar. I don't remember full list of who it was exactly of that type of stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha. But
I don't know. I I'm sure you've at least realized at this point I put on act at least just to keep myself sane for a long time.
oh yeah, I can tell. Yes.
Because it's, well, other way to put it is all I really know how to do.
Well, this might seem like a weird thing, but we're in a new land. Why not try to figure out what you like to do? Like, without the mask, think of if you're interested in learning how to play an instrument or go fishing like our dear friend there. Although
Yes, no
probably,
fish.
yeah, we don't need any more banshees to appear.
No fishing.
Or, you know, take up an art or learn to cook like I have. There's different things out there. Maybe there's something that you'll find that you enjoy.
I, I already do play instrument.
Hmm.
Not very well, but I still do.
Do you enjoy it?
A bit.
That's all that matters. Even if you don't play well, as long as you're having a good time, that's all that seems to matter, don't you think?
Da. I could agree there.
Hmm.
I worry about Valerie.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll save her soon. We're a lot closer to her now than we were before. As
This is
soon,
true.
as soon as we get in the forest, I'm sure we'll find some clues as to where she is or anything about that.
Mm. I just hope that we can at least get her back to being sensible to actually come back with us.
We are, we're gonna have to figure out what kind. We might have to figure out what kind of weird mist or something that's making people believe that they're at peace. There is, yeah.
Mm. I, mm, I guess surprisingly, I'm tired for my quote unquote young age.
Well, it made sense from the. Oh dear.
Oh, jeez. You
Explosion in
okay?
the background.
Oh, well.
A car full of stuff just went by. That was goodness gracious. Well, I mean, it made sense from what you've told me about your past, the fact that your brother's an emotional wreck right now, and the whole loft thing. It makes sense that you're tired.
I mean, though I'm not 100% sure if it was when it was with. No, it was with. Well, it's not my first full on run in with Lol. Well, the last one wasn't as face to face.
Mhm.
The last few times have been, let's just say, unhappy meetings.
That made sense.
Then I also learned that, well, my father is apparently trying to at least send me a message towards here, but it's being blocked by the all holy gods that cannot do no wrong here. It's not to be rude towards them, but it feels a little bit like holier than thou in some case.
Well, yeah, they're- yeah, from what I've seen, Raishin believes that happiness is something. She doesn't fully understand the emotions of people. I don't think they're bad per se or anything. I think they're more
Good
ignorant of anything.
good intention, bad execution.
Right. But I can't really speak for the other ones because LA knows what she's done. What the other ones are up to, I don't know. Hell, my symbol's kind of part one of them, but no matter how much I try, they won't talk to me. And I don't even know how to talk to them either.
Raishen?
No, it's not Raishan. It's another one here.
No. Well,
Yep.
with Raishen apparently asking nicely worked. And also grabbing other holy symbol.
Sure, I'll
I have a
just.
thing. I have a thing with grabbing holy symbols that are just kind of I'm not supposed to.
I've noticed. Oh, goodness gracious.
All right. Do you guys have anything else like to discuss?
I think
Prob.
no, I was gonna say I think that's the extent pretty much of how the conversation's gonna go, anyways.
Okay.
Clay will probably say one last thing though. Maru, I feel like as long as we stick together, you, me, your brother, Ren, Ryu, and even Grandpa, we'll be fine. Just we're in a new world. Well, some of us are from a new world at least. As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. And hell, the more we explore and the more we learn about this place, I think the more we'll figure out new things about ourselves. And we can even see this as a chance to not reinvent ourselves, but find new hobbies, new lights, new things like that.
New beginning.
Yes.
Because you're never going home.
God, you monster. At least it's a new chance for you and your brother, because at least you're far away from all the crap that is your family, or was your family. Also, sorry if that sounds rude.
No, it's really not. You put it in a light way.
Okay.
Very light way.
I'm 100% sure. Yes.
You're probably right, but
Hmm.
I guess right now I need to figure out the main. Well, Pink Ford is the head of us.
Yep. All right, now let's just focus on saving Valerie, and then from there, figure out what to do.
Da.
Okay. So, with that, you guys go about finishing up the final watch and get it a little bit more rest in if you guys wish. And as you'll come to the next morning with everyone fully rested, fully recovered, anything you spent is regained, and we'll be taking a short break.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
All right. So be back in 5 minutes, audience.
I'm never going to that forest, Karst.
No, we're
Never.
going to that
Right
forest.
there.
We still got an hour on the clock. Hour and a little bit.
Okay. Goodness gracious almighty.
Could be worse.
Oh
We
no,
could
don't say that.
We could still be in like a really. We should still be in fucking Kugamora or I don't know. Hosohara.
Hmm.
Hosohara. Oh, it's just Hosohara, not Hosohara.
Alright, so everyone but Clay apparently has an existential crisis right now. Well, probably Grandpa and Ryu as well, but
Yeah, but
you
Grandpa's
know.
just kind of happy-go-lucky, doesn't really know where he is half the time anyways.
Yeah, he's also really scary because he keeps trying to
Yeah,
infect people with spores. Which is creepy.
He has dementia, guys.
Yes, so. Oh, goodness.
Having dementia, I think, is putting it lightly for him.
Oh, if that's so light, then I guess he's in the last stages of Alzheimer's.
I mean,
He is called Grandpa Rapine. His brain has rotted already.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at that. I'm just gonna keep it at that.
You're just gonna keep it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping it at that.
Yes.
Just keeping it at that.
Fuck's sake. Well, since we're on break and you guys are free, what do you guys think of Oathbreaker?
As
Do
the
they
class?
necessarily a subclass? Do you guys think it's like straight up evil douchebag paladin, or
Yes and no. The reason why I say that is because it depends on the character you make.
Yeah.
So in this case, an Oathbreaker could have been someone. Paladins don't have to be good. Remember that very vividly.
oh yeah, of course, dude. They don't even need gods; they just
Paladins.
need oaths.
Yes and no. The oath has to
Okay.
be linked towards something, and when you say they only need oaths and stuff like that, really that's a cop out that the internet made because they just want to be able to do whatever they want as a paladin and not actually properly roleplay one.
Yep.
Mm,
That's really
yeah,
it,
I
because
think
the oath
so.
the oath has to be linked to something, and what do you swear your oath to?
It doesn't make sense. Like, oh, I believe in this oath so hard that powers smite. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. Well,
So
What, sorry?
Hmm?
What, sorry? So,
basically, it doesn't feel right that a paladin gets their power just from believing too hard on their oath. I- There should be something like a deity, basically, just like Nadim, what he said. It doesn't make
so
sense in my
I think
eyes.
a really decent example here is actually Peace. While he himself took up the oath, he did not fully 100% see eye to eye with Daizo.
Hmm.
There was an argument or two between them,
right.
and in the end, it's not make it or break it that the paladin has to still has to uptake the oath itself. When the paladin himself starts losing that is when it's
Breaker?
that is when it's an sort of yes and no. So Oathbreaker, the one problem with it though is that it's less of the whole evil paladin thing. The bigger issue of it is the fact that it's a broken class or
It
subclass.
is?
Yes.
Um, what's broken about it, if you don't mind
It
telling me?
is one of the most overpowered subclasses in the entirety of the game.
I mean,
To the point where you can exist somewhere and you just cause pain to others.
holy
No
shit.
spell slot, no nothing having to be taken. I could be remembering it wrong, but that is the gist of it from what I remember.
Well, I'm going to be playing an Oathbreaker, but I'm not necessarily going to be evil.
You don't have to be.
Well, the idea is basically I'm going to be playing a Dampier, whose oath is trying not to fall into their flaw of drinking blood. But around like level 3, they just can't hold it anymore, and they drink humanoid's blood, and that causes them to break their oath. But that they're not evil. It's just
Just to make sure, is the GM okay with you playing Oathbreaker?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He doesn't mind
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And
I mean, as
you
long as
tried.
you give him a valid reason, and he told me like your reason is pretty valid, so I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
back.
hello,
Welcome
welcome
back.
back. Generally here though, because you just want to play carefully with Oathbreaker as well, and remember to roleplay it. I think that one of the main mistakes people do with paladins is they don't actually roleplay the paladin part.
Oh, true, true. The thing is, as well, I feel like some people are discouraged to do this because some paladins can always get into the party's businesses, like private businesses or whatever, because paladin must always follow his oath, and some players are just they don't want to bother the others. Because I had a friend who had the same concept in mind, where they'd always be like lawful good, a chaotic good paladin who just like wants his god to always be worshipped and whatever, and he felt like if he does this to a party, then they'll just downright hate his character. So he just changed the whole concept.
I mean, one of the main things about that is the party needs to be alright with it, and see, this is where things get complicated in this
Hmm.
case, because there's sometimes a case where it's like, why is this person with the party?
Yeah, I did I did have a similar case where I was trying to play a pacifist cleric, life cleric, and the party would always be like, "What's up with your character? Like, you're gonna change or what?" Because they just always
Okay, no,
murder
that's
everything.
just if wait, it's just we just okay. In that case, that's just being rude and stuff. But you need to remember,
Yeah.
I'm also playing a pacifist right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. We don't downright kill people. At least we knock them unconscious. Well, I'm not a pacifist, but I don't retire. God damn it. There we go.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, the different party would just like straight up kill people when I tried to convince them, hey, just let them go and whatever.
And I could have see. I feel like that was a party problem there.
Well, the
The
sad
reason
thing
why I
is,
say so, the reason why I say so is because it seems like they didn't want to have to deal with the idea that they're being challenged in this idea. Because
well,
I think it's a nice contrast to have someone who's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this and shouldn't be, stabbing everything we see. But it
yeah.
just seems from how you're explaining it, at least, that they didn't like that. And so
Mm,
they just tried to tell you, could change up your character, bro.
yeah, well, I did end up leaving that.
I don't blame you, honestly. That just sounds like one of those games where it's like a nightmare of a thing. And although there's a lot of things people will say like, "Oh, but it's not the DM's fault" and stuff like that,
It
and all that stuff.
is,
I
man.
would say you need to remember that the DM also has power over this stuff to be like, "Hey, all right, boys, y'all need to fucking chill."
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
yeah.
boys, you need to be like Sangsty.
Hey, yo.
I mean,
Get
you
I
want
remember
along.
when
rap?
I still remember when I told Karst about the idea of playing a pacifist character. I think your main concern, Karst, was just like if I could keep that up.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
And that
It
was
is
really it.
hard.
It wasn't a concern of me playing the character. It was a concern of me being able to keep up that kind of character.
Especially
It was
later in games when things get a little bit more
Yeah.
serious.
And I said I wanted to go through with this and stuff like that because I think playing a pacifist type character isn't the worst end of the world, and I'm until now enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, being a pacifist is a lot of fun. You don't always have to like solve things with violence. Like, oh, straight up, you see goblins, you just want to kill them. No, you always try to go for the peaceful route.
I agree.
Which
Sorry, I disagree. We should kill Genko.
no,
You
I will
monster!
kill you. What did he do to you, man?
I use this
I'm gonna
joking,
kill you. I'm
Not
going to
here, by the
choke
way.
you.
but this,
Shoot the whole Las Vegas candy in one
I
sitting.
think the main thing for playing a pacifist as well is you have to have the party for it, and even if they're going to be, just stabbing literally everything they see, then it doesn't mean that you can't do so. And as you
Mm,
said, well, the party and the DM were kind of a problem there.
yeah.
Like I've had a DM who really pushed for me to play a bard when I personally just didn't like playing bards, or at least at that time didn't really want to. I
Mm.
wanted to play a support, and I wanted to give Celestial Warlock a shot.
Ooh, that's a good support.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it was just a constant thing of, oh, it wouldn't work with this type of game. Oh, it wouldn't work with this type of game. And then it got to the
Yikes.
point where I never got to properly play. I never got to play a
Celestial
Celestial
Warlock.
Warlock, or just a Warlock in general. I've yet to be able to play one properly.
Damn.
Sure, you're kind of a paladin warlock in mine.
Yeah, but that was the extent of it. I never got to play a full-on
Yeah.
Warlock
Mhm.
character, and I
Mm.
really want to play a full Warlock at some point.
Ah, imagine all the roleplay. Amazing.
Imagine, I cast my spell. I am out. I need a rest. I
How
need a rest.
the fucking spider GF. Oh, hi guys.
All right, so
I didn't remember. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was gonna say real quickly is like the reason why I also like playing Warlocks is because it's one of those things as well where you don't have to agree with the person giving you the power.
Oh
You're just
yeah.
gonna have to, just understand that that is a situation that has to happen, and you have to just kind of submit to the cards given to you.
Mm.
is everyone back? Is everyone here?
I'm
Mm.
back.
Roll call.
Hello.
I'm here.
Nadim is here.
Okay, Rayon's here. Frenchie's here.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I heard Fable.
I'm
Is
here.
OG here?
G?
No, he's
I
not.
said I'm here.
Oh, you did? Sorry, I didn't hear you. All right, so we're all back. Good. Yay. All right.
Wait,
Let's get into the forest.
Wuji, you're a
What's up?
Chomar.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Chomar.
What's that mean?
What?
I have no idea. Frenchie.
Frenchie, I'm gonna abuse the Frenchie.
Okay, you have permission to abuse the Frenchie.
Top of his head.
Okay. Oh goodness. All right, so we'll kick this back up. So, morning has come. You all, those of you that were asleep, come to wake, feeling fully rested and recovered, and you guys go about getting your breakfast, making sure you have full bellies as you are trekking on foot to the forest. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, as you guys set out, because you, if I remember correctly, you made it so you were about an hour or two away on foot from the forest edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you follow alongside the riverbank, just using it as your guide, you follow along, walking for about, say, hour and a half when you finally reach the edge of the forest.
Yes.
And as you all stand there, I wish I could get the music to work, but the freaking Fredboat's not working. um, you guys just kind of peer inside and just looking past the multiple tree trunks of these very large cherry blossom trees. You can smell the sweet fragrance from the blossoms in the air. It's very lovely. And you can hear the sounds of wildlife from inside the forest. Sound of birds chirping, singing, the rustling of animals moving through bushes and even through the treetops. Rot Pine will uh, probably at this time have summoned back his familiar
Mm-hmm.
to kind of help. All right, so who enters first?
All right. Before we enter, Clay will bring out the rope so we can tie ourselves together. But like at least have a landline to each other.
Okay.
I believe the thing we're going with is me and Ryu first, Ren and Rappa in the middle, and the brothers in the back. Unless someone wants to change it up. But that's the thing I remember that we agreed on before.
Pretty much.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Perfect.
Alright, Clay's gonna basically tie the rope to his waist.
Remember, if you see something that's trying to kill you, the signal is yell loudly.
Okay. I'm not sure if you'll have enough rope to tie all 6 of you together.
Cars.
Everybody, but I would assume everybody but Rodpine has 50 feet of.
I'll take out my rope and give it to Clay.
Okay.
50 foot.
All right. Yeah, with the two 50-foot ropes, yeah, you'll be able to do it, and also have enough room in between each other.
Mhm.
I'd say that probably put how much of a gap in between each other would you like? Because that will affect things. Doing like a 5-foot gap, 10-foot gap, 15-foot gap.
Well,
15 should be good, I think.
yeah.
15. Okay. So let's see, 15.
I think we'll need
30.
more rope. Do we?
Enough,
No.
enough space. Enough space so that we can run around a circle. We can run a circle around somebody and kill them.
Yeah. Circle up. Woo. So yeah, with 15 feet in between you, yeah, you'll have enough rope. Just remember that you have to be, you can't move farther, uh, you know, that far from people. You have to stay within 15 feet.
Right.
And if so, like for let's say for Ryu, since you're in the front, if you try moving, you know, left or right, you have to pull Clay along with you, or you only have a limited movement depending on how far apart you are. So
Isn't the tree one of our tanks, by the way? That's just something I just remembered.
he is. Well, he's
We
a
have a
druid.
tank.
Well, he's a spore druid,
tank-
so
we have tanks in all parts of the line. Let's go.
okay. Yeah, just hello around Rob Pine. His spores will do the work.
Hey, hey, man, I'm tempted to climb on top of Rodpine and use him as a fucking archery tower.
Just like in like Lord of the Rings, just riding on his shoulders. Okay,
Yep.
so with you guys all tied together, you
Yeah.
who takes the you guys taking the first step together or letting Clay take it alone?
He was
Oh,
never
I'm
seen
doing
again.
it. We're doing it together. I'm saying we
Uh.
because we're not doing those. We're not letting someone just do something alone.
Okay.
We all line up. We all line up in a straight line, and we all at the same time take the first step.
All right. As you do, your foot crosses the threshold into the forest, and you guys step in, and immediately you feel like a change in the air. It's almost like the air has become more crisp, more almost more fresh than it was before. You can feel like a slight kind of tingling sensation on your guys' skin, bark scales.
Alright. Cars. As soon as everyone's in, Clay's gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay. That detects undead fiend and celestials, right?
Mhm.
All right. You're not
I
picking.
believe.
You're not picking up on any of those.
All right. There you go. Yep. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys can make your way forward. Oh, did me a ping into the forest, following along the river. As you do, need perception checks from you guys if you're keeping an eye out.
I'm keeping all of my eyes out. I'm terrified.
Okay.
Let's go. Got back.
I'm
Oh
fucking
no,
terrified.
that's a
Oh, that's
performance.
performance. Okay, take that
Yeah.
one anyways. I'm fucking terrified. Make it a 3.
13.
I see
Ooh,
everything.
nice. All right.
Very
Here, that's
nice.
my roll.
Oh, jeez, spend when you died. Jeez. Oh, wait. Dara, wait,
No,
what was
you
it?
just rolled a 3.
See,
Oh,
one
oh,
plus
Like
two
the
is
number
3.
3 just rolled.
oh, because his perception would be 3 with a natural 1. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because of your low wisdom. All right. So, or sorry, not you're not low wisdom, but you're low perception stat. So,
Aww.
as you guys continue forward, Rin, you're keeping a sharp eye out. You are. This is like your element. You know, multiple places for cover. Always, always your head on kind of like a swivel, just always looking around, checking in for blind spots, checking to see if there's anyone trying to get the jump on you. Maru, you're keeping a pretty good watch from behind as well, making sure nothing sneaks up on you. Clay, yeah, you're looking, you're looking around.
I tried, Cars.
hmm As you guys are traveling through, um, some those of you that rolled, double digits for perception, will notice that just a few things here and there. You notice some uh, very very lovely colored looking dragonflies just kind of flying about, as well as other like little cute little insects like butterflies, though their wings are like luminescent in a sense. They give off like a faint glow to them, and you also notice some of the couple of the creatures that Rob Pine's slime familiar changed into, like the
All right.
squirrels.
I thought it was the frogs. I was gonna stay away from
Yeah, if
them.
it was the frogs, I was about to go punch them.
Well, just remember what you were told is like if you don't scare uh or like instigate the frogs, they won't bother you.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys keep traveling along, traveling deeper and deeper into the forest. Those of you in the back kind of look behind you, and you can't see the light from the outside, from the forest edge anymore. And it just kind of dawns on you that it's actually kind of darker in here. You can see that there's light coming through the tree's canopy, but it's still dimmer in here than it should be. But you guys keep walking forward still. And as you do, you start seeing what looks like glistening little stars just kind of floating around in the air. As you kind of draw closer, you notice that they're just tiny little fireflies. But instead of they're glowing in one color, they alternate colors.
Interesting.
As you guys keep walking along the riverside, you hear a splash in the water. And as you look over, you see some fish kind of swimming and jumping in the air, catching bugs. Though you notice that the fish's scales seem to give off a kind of shimmering glow to them as well. These were not the same kind of fish that were fished out of the river before. As you guys continue forward more, going deeper and deeper, I need another perception check.
So let's roll perception.
Alrighty.
Another one?
Now it's our turn.
Hyperactivity,
Get high.
hyperactivity. I'm looking everywhere. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Corinna's taking a nap.
Clay? Perception check, Clay.
Playception.
Clayception. Oh no, Fable's dead. No! Well,
I killed them
why would you kill the good boy?
from a symbol away.
Okay,
No, you broke my symbol.
so, Darvo and Ryu, you two would notice this, as you guys rolled really good. You would start to notice that for the last, hour, you've been traveling in this forest for a few hours now, probably about, I'd say, 5. But for the last hour, you realize that you haven't been making progress. You've been passing by the same spot over and over again.
It doesn't feel right.
The same spot cards that we see the fish at.
Mm-hmm.
At. Guys, aren't we passing by that small pond
What's the
That's
river?
the 7th time already.
or that river many times?
Yes, it's the 7th time I'm seeing that band. Same for that tree here. The one with the little nest here. I don't like this any bit.
Are we walking around a circle?
We can't. We're following the river.
Clay, do you notice this?
Fable's dead. Oh no.
No. Okay, Ryu will look around. Does he see the fire spirits?
Okay, so you kind of take a glimpse around. You do not see the fire spirits.
Damn.
So we've been walking
Darvo?
around in a circle for a long time, or the terrain is exactly the same?
We have been going to the same spot for many times now. I keep seeing the same fish, the one that keeps jumping with whatever, same tree.
This is a magical forest. Have we considered asking the animals where to go?
Can they even
Doesn't
speak?
sound like a good idea.
Robpine will attempt to speak with one of the animals. And you just kind of go, kind of look, and go up to this little bird that's on a tree branch. Like, "Oh, hello, little bird. Could you help us find our way? We seem to be lost." The bird just kind of shifts its head from side to side, kind of hops on the branch a bit. And you hear it kind of chirping, but Robpine just kind of will tilt his head like, And you see he'll go and poke at the bird, and you watch as his finger just passes right through it. "Oh, well, that is not right."
It's an illusion.
Karst.
Mm-hmm.
Rin is gonna put his head down to the ground
Okay.
and he's gonna hoping for two things. A, gonna break past an illusion, or B, so he can try and listen to see if he can hear any footsteps or anything.
Okay.
Perception.
Yes.
I'm
12.
gonna add a I'm gonna add a d6 to that because I can do that.
Okay. Go. 14.
14. That's better.
Okay. All right. As you listen in, you just kind of lower your head down. You don't see anything different, but you listen, and you hear the sounds of small feet all around you, and you just kind of hear like almost like they're kind of thudding on the ground as if they're like jumping in place.
Uh, I hear the sound of many tiny things jumping in place.
Um,
We are in
you
forest.
don't see what's jumping though?
I hear, not see.
Hmm. Uh, well, do you know where the sound is coming from? Is it going to a specific pathway or whatever?
With that 14, you wouldn't be able to tell exactly. What's that sound I keep
Uh,
hearing?
I think that's push to talk from Muji.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I right. Because yeah, a couple
Huh?
of
Gotcha. Okay.
Ree will try to listen to these little sounds that are being made.
Okay.
I'll I'll help him.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you
I
say
said help before I roll
uh,
before he rolled.
true. You did.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll again.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. With
Alright.
with Rin kind of help like pointing this out to you, you kind of lower your head to the ground as well and listen in. And you hear the sound again. This thudding, kind of slight thudding sound on the ground, like almost rhythmic.
Huh.
And you hear there's one coming. The sound of one is coming close by. It's coming from nearby you, about maybe 10 feet away.
Okay. Let it pass by.
The jumping keeps going, and it gets closer, and then moves back, and then closer, and back.
Hmm. Ree will do this. He'll grab a piece of gold and he'll try to put it near the where the sound is coming from. And he'll say, "Please, spirits, guide us through this forest. I have an offering. I hope it's enough."
Okay? So as you kind of lay the coin down near the area, you kind of watch it as it just disappears. And then
Ah.
you see the area you're looking at, where it looks like there was a tree, just begin to kind of break away as a hole forms, and you
Oh.
can see a creature standing there, kind of holding on to the coin, and then another creature that looks just like it, kind of tackle it and try to grab the coin from it, and you hear these sounds going. As this happens,
uh,
you hear more of these sounds as the area around you guys begins to kind of break down as the illusion dissipates, and you see these monkeys fighting over each other for this gold coin. There's about five of them here, and they have kind of silver fur with these kind of like sky blue like markings going up and down their fur. They have
Hmm.
big heads with like really big round eyes that are multicolored,
Oh my.
and they're just kind of fighting each other for this coin.
How many are there?
Five of them.
Oh fuck.
Good.
Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll give a gold piece for the ones that are fighting so they can calm down.
Okay, so you toss out four more
Oh
pieces,
yes.
and the monkeys just
Four
kind
more
of
gold.
like they're all kind of balled up fighting over this coin, and they see the other coins. Yeah. You just watch them the other four just leap off the one that has the coin and go and grab one each, and they just kind of like pop it in their mouths and just kind of look at each other and just run off, scurrying up the trees.
Thank you, spirits. Well, guys, guess we found a way.
Rob Pine will kind of go up to like this nearby squirrel and ask him, just kind of like, speak to us like. You hear him just kind of cheering as a squirrel for a moment before he comes back to you guys. Well, it seems that those monkeys are little tricksters. They love trapping creatures and people in illusions for fun. Oh, how funny.
I hate this place.
I agree.
It's not that bad.
This we haven't even gotten to anything trying to kill us yet. Calm down. Once that happens, you can hate the place.
But as you guys kind of look down at your feet, you see that the ground is kind of worn as you guys have been walking in like a 30-foot diameter circle in the same area over and over again. The monkeys apparently are having their fun with you. As you guys have ran into the illusionist monkeys.
Curses.
But you guys managed to find your way back to the river and following the flow of it again, continue on. Walking for about another hour. As you do, I need you guys to roll me another perception check.
Okay.
So, well, except for Ryu since he's currently gone right now.
Back for being
Alright.
distracted and scared.
Hey, finally.
Okay. So, Maru, Clay, Rin. You two would notice this first. You guys continue on. Come on. Come on, token. Move. There you go. Oh, wait. Sorry. I gotta move that back a bit. Come on, you. There we go. Okay. You guys just kind of keeping an eye and ear out for anything. You guys start to hear the sound of music playing.
Oh no.
It's very nice music. It's very lovely.
Is it a haunting melody?
No, it's very peaceful and soothing. Hear the kind of soft twangs of the strings being played.
I'm still covering behind my shield.
As you guys kind of hear this, I need you guys to roll me wisdom saves, please.
I know it. Haunting melody.
Nothing's trying to kill you
Kill you
yet.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm
We can
fucking
do-
terrified. Music is not fucking with me.
When we hear music, guys, I'm gonna tell Right Pine to fucking root down.
All right. As you do that, as you tell Rapine to root down and hold on. You and Maru come into
Wait,
thrall of the music.
question, Cars, is this a charm?
I guess
Oof.
yeah, it could be counted as a charm.
Oh, I have
Uh, I
advantage.
I also have advantage.
Damn you elves!
Yeah, there we go.
Alright.
Oh.
Wisdom saving throw normal. Nope. So
Okay.
it's just me.
All right. So the only ones well, we still need Ryu to roll when he gets back. Is Darvo and Rin succeeded on the saving throw. Clay and Maru, you guys start walking just without the groups, trying to get closer and closer, and following the sound of this music, which is taking you a little bit away from the river bank.
Hmm.
No,
But
no, they're being held by Rapine.
yeah, the ropes, being held tight by Rob Pine.
Yay! I'm glad I get the rope option.
Yeah.
Now to figure out how to snap them out of it.
Generally cast. Is there a rock nearby? Not too big, but enough to,
Like a
probably
pebble.
provoke an ouchies.
Um. Roll me a perception check or investigation. It's up to you.
Being equal.
Investigation. Okay, it's 14. You do find about like a half a bowling ball sized rock nearby.
I'm gonna put my shield down for just a second, right? Grab my two hands, and with all my might, with two hands, like from eating from over my head, try to throw it at terminal velocity on my brother.
Oh no.
Okay. As
I'm gonna-
as you
I'm
pick,
gonna shoot it.
so you pick it up and chuck it at your brother. Oh,
Yeah, it's yeah, probably just like
all
and
right.
then just like massively just slow towards the end of the throw.
Roll me a strength check. And welcome back, Rayon. Could you roll me
Thank you.
a wisdom save? As you
Um.
this is a charm effect, so if you have advantage,
Oh, nice.
Yep, you're an elf.
since you're an elf,
Because elf.
yeah.
Yeah.
You make it. So you fight off the sound. I really should roll for Rapine to see if he resisted or not, since he's your anchor.
Also, Clay failed, so he's kind of trying to go to the sound, and you're the closest one to him. So yeah, that's the thing.
Same for Darvo. Or not Darvo,
Oh.
Maru.
I'm sorry, Clay. I'm gonna karate chop his head. Hey, I mean, I would have bunked you, but that's not what friends would do.
As long as you get me out of the charm, I don't mind.
Let me. I
Oh,
bunk him on the head first. Does he snap out of it?
One sec.
Karate chop.
How? Oh shoot. Oh, there it is. Saving throw. It's like, how do you roll saving throws on these sheets again?
You click on the stat itself.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh. That's private.
I'm gonna
Oh,
punch
no.
Rapine.
Oh god, Kurt.
So Rob Pine just suddenly stops rooting down and starts walking towards the sound of the music.
Oh no.
I'm gonna,
He's behind me.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start. First, you see how the rock drummers drum.
All right.
I'm gonna do it
Well,
on Rapine.
little point before we continue on, as there's a lot going on. So, Darvo, you chuck this rock at your brother's head.
Not at his head. I want to kill him.
Oh, you want to give him a
Or, sorry,
concussion?
chucking it at him. Sorry. You don't get a lot of oomph behind it, but as you chuck it, as you let it go, and it kind of flies through there, you watch as. Sorry, there's a bit of an echo. 1 sec. Who's echoing? Oh, it's Rayon.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You watch you kind of see it tumbling through there. You watch as feet pop out of it, and then a head, and you see that it's some type of turtle. and it crashes against your brother, and the turtle just kind of lands on its rocky back. Its legs is kind of flailing in the air.
Is my brother more responsive?
Well, we'll get to that. Ryu, you're trying to snap
Right.
out Clay.
Yeah, and the giant behind me as well.
Okay. How are you trying to snap him out of it?
Okay, I'm gonna give Clay a good old karate chop on his head.
Okay.
You know,
Pain.
with my strength. Mm.
Some pain. Okay.
Yes, and Grandpa Alpine is behind me, right?
Yeah.
Or was it Rin?
I'll deal with that fine. I'll
Yeah.
deal with that fine.
Yeah. Rin's trying to get Rapine, so.
Okay, I'll try to wake up Clay with a karate chop on his head.
All right. So. Um. So you guys are hit by different things. Go ahead and roll your wisdom save again.
Advantage.
Yes, since you're elf.
19.
Nice. And then Rapine rolls his. There we go. And Clay, you can roll yours again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm stuck, guys.
All right. So Maru and Rapine both break free of the charming music.
I swear, by the time Clay becomes Rio, but he's gonna have like a bunch of bumps on his head.
No, I'm just gonna give Clay a big head at first. I'm gonna sync me and him telepathically, and then I'm gonna telepathically New York taxi cab whistle.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh God.
All right. So Clay, you hear this loud whistling inside your head.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and I am walking here. Walking. All right, go ahead and roll me a wisdom save with advantage, since this is targeting inside your mind, not just physically. 17.
Okay.
All right, you managed to break free.
All right. First thing Clay just yells out. He's like, "Ah, what the hell? Who's screaming inside my head? Also, why does my head hurt?"
Oh,
Uh.
I got hit by something. Who threw that?
Sorry, are you okay? Are you well? Brother, hey.
You're all charmed by music. Let's keep going.
Right, but why did you?
Well,
Thank
you see, Ryu punched karate chopped you, and he didn't snap out of it, so I did the next best thing.
Maybe like water or something.
Have you guys tried tapping on the shoulder, asking if anyone's home?
I couldn't get to him. I get to Russell.
Rob Pines is like, "Oh, thank you for the help."
Thank you both.
I'm sorry, but
We're like,
that's the only thing I can resort to.
It's
I'm
okay.
not-
It's okay.
I'm not dropping this shit. We're connected for 2 hours mentally.
All right. So as you guys continue forward, following the river, you hear the sound of the music getting louder and louder.
Mhm.
Same tune playing, music just kind of repeating. As you see the trees begin to kind of thin a bit as you come to a small clearing, you see the river flowing and dividing a couple times, and you see around the rivers, where the rivers divide, there's a small little island where a very large cherry blossom tree is growing. And you see sitting at the base of that tree is a person playing music on a string instrument. Just their eyes kind of closed and just gently plucking the strings.
Oh. Hello there?
Their eyes kind of open and they look at you. And they smile and nod their head towards you.
Huh?
As
He smiles as well.
they just continue playing.
Hmm.
Uh, how do we cross the river?
Oh, you could try jumping it. There are some parts where it's a bit thinner.
Yeah, I can't go first.
And since you're tied together, it's gonna be a little bit hard.
Um,
I'm tied to a tree.
Gerst, how long, how big is the river? How much feet would it take to cross it?
Well, you could wade across it. It in the forest here, it doesn't seem to be too deep. It's probably about at most probably 4 to 5 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
The length though is probably I'd say about maybe 10 to 15 feet in width from bank to bank. So
Okay, well, it looks easy. You could just cross it.
I do.
Cars.
hmm
I want to try to throw a rock into the river.
okay.
Don't
Just a
throw
small
turtle
one,
in there.
nothing too crazy.
Don't throw a turtle in there.
I'm gonna make sure it's not a turtle.
All right, you pick up a small little just hand-sized rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crab. It bites your finger.
I'm doing it a fork.
Okay, I'm kidding. No, it's just a rock, and you just kind of
Alright.
chuck it into the river.
Mm-hmm.
And as you chuck it in, you watch as the ripples kind of spread out amongst the current, and as it does, you see the water just kind of beginning to glisten and glow softly in the ripples.
Okay.
As you guys are just kind of pondering over how you need to cross the river,
Um,
the man
looks.
the man playing the music just will kind of just look up to you all and say, "Hmm, what brings travelers like you this far into the forest?"
Points at Maru.
Responsibilities.
Uh, have you had good journeys so far?
It's been interesting, yes.
All cute monkeys.
No comment.
No comment.
How how do you like the forest?
It's amazing. Beautiful. All these huge cherry blossom trees.
Hmm,
It
good,
feels warm.
good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Hmm. So then you wouldn't mind dying here then?
Ah,
Yet no time on schedule for that.
Oh, it wasn't a planned thing. Just a whimsical thing. Hmm.
Um, excuse me, not to be rude, but what? It's not to be rude, but this is some kind of joke, then I'm not laughing.
uh, is no joke, just a fact of life. You live and you die, either natural or unnatural. It is well, an apex world out there.
well, how do you know you're not gonna die here, huh?
You see, that's because I am the apex predator.
He's
And
gonna start
Maru
transforming.
and
Oh God.
Rapine and Ryu, you guys all hear something moving around you, circling you, as you watch as the man drops the instrument and begins morphing and changing into this most horrifying, gigantic, almost canine-like looking creature. Pitch black fur, almost like a skull for a head. The flesh and sinew just like almost like pulled back so the bone is revealed. Piercing, glowing eyes, and distorted limbs and paws, almost like hands for paws, as you will come to face with what you can assume is
Wolfware.
a wolfware.
What?
Alpha one.
Oh God.
Let me go ahead and see if I can move you guys over.
Yeah, Clay just looks at that
Oh.
thing and says, "Right, we're gonna have to kill that."
Da.
Ah.
I
Nope.
know, I know.
No violence. Or are we forced to?
Zermi,
I think that's kind of been thrown out the window.
Yeah.
I am ready to kill.
Let me see here.
I like the
Jeez.
name. Cherry Blossom Forest. Oh, that's beautiful. Cars, did you make this?
The map, yes.
It's amazing. Amazing.
I can't see
Love
my
it.
character.
Right? Okay.
There are some random spots of darkness in here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this
Yeah, this is me.
feels like home. Damn.
That's because I
I
added.
think we wouldn't mind dying here.
It's because I tried messing with walls for vision.
Mm-hmm.
So
That means I'm punching a wall.
there you
Should we align our characters to their positions?
go. Yeah, go ahead.
Since we're all back together.
Alright, all the way back.
I'm gonna go here.
My token.
Can you? Okay.
Just move Grandpa,
Are you
please.
right here? Oh, did you,
I'm behind Clay.
are you able to see him now, Rin?
I moved my token away, so I was able to see.
Ah, there we
Okay.
go. The map actually loaded.
Yay!
Yeah, there's a. Do you see my my distance thing, the ruler?
Yeah.
Apparently, this whole thing is like a black line. There's a wall here somewhere, and it's blocking vision,
Oh,
Karst.
let me see here.
For me, the
Yeah, like-
vision's being blocked like this.
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe you put a hidden wall.
No, 'cause it's not
Yeah.
showing up. Let me see here.
The wall's originally coming from outside the map, from this way.
I can walk over, but like, there's just a shade of black.
Weird.
Yeah.
Here, let me try deleting this one. This is the only one I can see. There you go.
All right.
Is that better?
No. Should I try refreshing?
Oh, maybe.
I
Alright.
refreshed. Everything's better for me. Because like
okay.
the back of the monster here, like where I'm pinging,
Mhm.
there's a giant shadow going all the way up here to the corner, top right.
Oh, good.
I think that in my minute
Yeah.
because as soon as I refreshed, where you put the walls, they made sense now.
Yeah, I'm refreshing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's probably for the best.
Yeah, Foundry's sometimes buggy. Oh, by the way, good news, Karst. They're releasing a new version. Oh, updating it.
I don't want to update because all my mods are working right now. If I update, they might
Oh
not work.
shit. Right. My bad.
So, there we go. There, place that back.
Yep. Holy shit, that is one spooky boy. Alright,
Let me see if I.
is Clay beside me or is he like in front of me? So should I go back here?
There you go.
Like
I'd
that?
probably be beside you, honestly.
Alright.
There you go. Okay. As you guys stand there staring down this thing, you watch as. Here, I'll just make him seen. 3 more of these creatures appear. Well, you might not be able to see them because of trees.
I kind of see one.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see it too.
This one
I can
about
see
here.
3.
Oh god. These are scary boys, Karst.
And they're quite big too.
Oh boy.
If you ever get the chance to check up on 5e tools or something, look up wolf wares. They're terrifying.
I'd see it after the fight. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Very historical
Well,
because generally, Tom, if you throw a creature at me that I'd never seen before, I'm gonna look it up after the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of fight, considering the time, do you guys want to go through with it?
I think
Um,
it'd be good also to have an full effect party.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too.
sure.
Cause yeah, cause this is what you guys are gonna be going up against in the chat and posting in the Discord.
Oh, there's a lot of them. I just noticed.
Holy shit!
That is what
What
you.
is that?
That is a
my
wolf lair.
God.
Where'd you grab this from? Is that like from Bloodborne? It's
They
fucking
are.
scary.
No,
They
it's a new monster.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
They are
God damn!
they are terrifying.
Very. It's like that's like one of the monsters from Bloodborne.
Yeah, they're
Holy shit!
from the new uh
Fizzman? Fizzbins?
Minsk and Boo's Journal of Villainy.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
That
Guys,
is-
don't worry about it. There's 4 of them. We're gonna need to go. Every group deals with one.
Yep. So yeah. So you guys we'll end the session here for that. We'll hopefully pick up combat next week. With hopefully everyone will be able to make it.
I will.
Let me move Rothheim back one since he's
That was a nice session. I loved it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hmm.
I'm sad I couldn't get music to work, but yeah. So
hopefully it'll
it's
work
fine.
out
So,
fine.
Gaming, bro.
so next week you guys will be dealing with 4 wolf wares,
I'm scared.
creatures
Oh,
that
God.
can change their shape into humanoids instead of a human or humanoid becoming a wolf.
Hmm.
Cars, have you been talking to Kyle? Because I know
I
he
ha-
has a
I
copy
have.
of the book.
I have been, yes.
Yeah, the minute you mentioned Winston Boot, I'm like, oh God, he's talking to Kyle. He's the only one that has that book that I know of.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all are excited for the next session when we'll get
Could be
combat
worse, Fable.
again.
Fable, it could be much worse. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, I could.
Oh, I can tell you it can be much worse. It could be taking influence from my players.
Oh God.
Because that's the one where they're talking about how they need that, hey Nadim, bring the sex bot. Where's the sex bot? So what about the sex bots?
All right.
gonna
Maru is assaulted by a sex bot. So yeah,
Shut
my
the
God.
fuck up.
I had to. Anyway,
Smart
No,
AI
you
moment.
didn't. You very much did not.
Hashtag make Fisto a thing.
I love the fact that our good friend was like, is peace an option? Yeah, no, not anymore. Like,
Mhm.
The pacifist knew that that shit ain't gonna fly.
right?
so with that, I wish you all a good day and wish the internet a good night. And I hope you all will tune in next session for the chaos to transpire, and we're gonna have combat again. It's been quite a few sessions without any serious combat, so now we're gonna be
Yeah.
fighting. Yes.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
this is a scary situation, honestly.
So let's see.
Very.
Tune in next week to see if our players survive. I hope
As I
not.
said,
Oh my